Ideas and Art in Asian Civilization, India, China, and Japan. A book review for prelims presented by Kimberly P. Damole. Exploring the culture of the country of India, China, and Japan brought so much awareness, knowledge, and sensibility to me. Expressing such traditional civilization through arts and architecture developed complex ideas about men, society, nature, and other proper ends of life. In expressing direction, purpose, and meaning of life through painting, sculpture, architecture, and often in minor arts as well as other ways to show deep commitment of the civilization in India, China, and Japan. The book also talks about the religion in India, China, and Japan, specifically the Buddhism, Hinduism, Confucianism, and Shintoism. It also tackles how these religions expresses their beliefs through art and architecture, like temples for praises. An example of it is the Hindu temple, described in the book as it expresses faith in celestial power with a mythical structure of the universe and the complex relations for both with human condition. Also in the chapter Journey to the East, stated the different practices of the country of India, China, and Japan. In discovering culture, the work of intellectual and imagination that is equivalent to an art can generally educate men and women everywhere as ideas and art can reach across historical divides. For us to really appreciate an art and architecture of a country, we should first know how to identify its own uniqueness through symbols, style, and meanings. The book discusses the differences of the symbol, style, and meanings, in which the symbol can be an object that has a deep symbolic meaning. An example of a symbol is a beautifully carved sandstone lion capital of Mauryan King Ashoka, which represents the Buddha roaring his message of enlightenment and compassion to the cardinal direction. While style, in another hand, is the consistency of form, content, and expression, or a medium of visual literacy. Example of it is patterns that shows evidence of historical and cultural unity in a civilization through the existence and coherence of style. Lastly is the meaning. It has to do with making sense of the existence of such art and architecture. A traditional civilization, government, social life, art, religion, science, and philosophy can express its system or structure of belief through expressing its meaning and purpose. The big ideas. Symbols comes from the Greek word symbolon, which means a sign. On the simplest level, symbols stand for something else. Styles. It means a consistency of form, content, and expression in the art of a person, group, or historical period, all of which is subject to change in fresh historical circumstances. Meaning has to do with making sense out of existence, giving its definition, form, direction, and purpose. Buddhist sculpture. Buddhist sculpture invites meditation on perennial issues of life and death. Hindu temples. Hindu temples expressed faith in celestial power, a mythical structure of the universe, and the complex relations of both with human condition. Chinese landscape painting. It offers a vision of man and nature in harmony that is markedly ecological in its implications. Any one thing, any one thing is connected to everything else in a web of mutual influence. My takeaways. Most people love to travel, but not everyone appreciates what they see in the places they traveled on. Traveling can broaden one's perspective, but only if one's eye and mind is open and alert to their surroundings. Many people were fortunate enough to travel to countries with great culture, tradition, religion, and beliefs. But not all the fortunate were understanding and appreciative to other countries' culture, tradition, religion, and beliefs. Some travel to see beautiful places without knowing or appreciating its beautiful history and culture. There are also people who only read books and works with their imagination, shows a great appreciation for the culture of Asia without having been there. In the first chapter of the book, I already see the connection between tradition, culture, religion, and beliefs to ideas, art, and architecture. Through art, we can know and identify one's culture by examining its symbol, style, and meaning. Also, I learned that one's culture is not only limited to literatures. We can also explore by studying their own uniqueness on art and architecture. Appreciating one's art and architecture brought a huge impact on how I see the importance of one culture, tradition, religion, and beliefs. I can dwell more on a country's tradition and culture through appreciating art and architecture with intellectual and imagination combined with study and research to fully supply an intimate, vivid sense of essential mind and spirit of another civilization.